Welcome to Insights from an Autistic. I am Arman Khodaei. Today's video is on what is and is not stimming. So, stimming is a repetitive motion that one tends to do over and over again. The most common form being like the hand flapping or rocking back and forth. Sometimes, like a tapping a pencil can be a stimming behavior. What ultimately defines a stimming behavior. See, it's a very subjective thing, and some people think this is stimming, isn't stimming. Like if you repeat the same, if you go to YouTube and watch a song over and over again, is that a stimming behavior? So ultimately, a stimming behavior, it can even take place in the mind. For example, if you have a thought and it's going over and over in your mind, and you think about nothing else, just that one thought, and you repeat it over and over again until finally something snaps you out of it, I would consider that even that a stimming behavior to an extent. But what makes something a stimming behavior and not a stimming behavior? I mean, it's more common, if it's more physical, it's easier to identify that a stimming behavior is going on, like the hand flapping. So, let's say you're stimming, but you're very aware of everything else around you. Maybe you're flapping your hands, you're rocking back and forth, but you're listening to someone, you're watching a movie, you're engaged in what you're doing. In that case, it's not, in my opinion, a true stimming behavior. Of course, like I said, it's very subjective. But in my opinion, true stimming is when you're completely absorbed in the stimming. So, for example, I start flapping my hands, and it feels so great, and it just consumes. I don't really think about anything else. I'm not really necessarily thinking. It's just I am flapping my hands, and that's it. Or I'm rocking back and forth, and that's it. And it's not just that I'm rocking back and forth, it's that I'm, it's like there's a totality to it, where you're just completely absorbed in it. And, like when I'm flapping my hands, it's like an extreme amount of emotions coming through it, like lots of energy, lots of excitement, all at one time. So ultimately, what I am saying here, from a psychological standpoint, you have to look at what's observable. So really, a stimming behavior is observable. It's something that you can physically see. But it's not just that it has to be seen, and also the subject, the person who's doing the stimming behavior, has to be totally absorbed in the stimming behavior. So it's total engagement to the exclusion of everything else. That is my opinion on what is and is not a stimming behavior. If you agree or disagree, feel free to leave your comments and explain why. So hopefully that helps clarify stimming a little bit for those who may have had some more questions about stimming. So I thank you for watching today's video, and I wish you an awesomely extraordinary awesome day of awesomeness